Hey, Alvin. Hey, Goblin. You excited to have our first interview? You've been my mascot for a very long time, and I've never interviewed you, so it is a pleasure. What?
Oh, sorry. The chilies that I had in my car is kind of wafting this. Oh, hello. I didn't know. Oh, you're having two of us on the pod? Is that the thing, Rick? You wanted two goblins? One wasn't enough?
I didn't know. I had these PR people reaching out to me about a goblin, and I assumed they just wanted to see my goblin. I didn't realize that we booked you.
Oh, you double booked me. I can't believe. Hey, look, there's only room for one internet famous goblin. You're gonna have to go, man. I'm sorry. I'm trying to corner the market. Sorry, Rick. He's got to go. It's him or me.
We live together, and you poofed all the way over here from...
Oh, today?
Yes.
Reseda.
You poofed from Reseda.
I poofed from Reseda, and boy, are my arms tired.
Whenever a guest says that joke, that's the song I do.
My joke.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I do that on every show. That's my thing, Rick. Can I move this?
I would prefer if you didn't.
All right. Here we go.
Scoot doo, blabbity blue, scoop dee. Oh yeah.
All right. So,
do you want headphones?
No. I don't know if you're gonna have any that fit my ears. Do you wear headphones?
Who's asking?
Yeah. I prefer if you didn't.
No, seriously. Hold on. I can't
No,
hear you.
please don't.
What'd you say?
Okay, fair. Huh?
What did you ask me?
Not to wear your headphones.
Oh.
Yep, thank you. Can you put back on the headphones?
Some of your stuff before.
There
I've
we
seen
go.
you have a podcast now.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
How much do you weigh?
I don't know. I'm saying I'm kind of like 7.
7 stone?
I'd say.
How old are you? You're in your 30s, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what the birth certificate says.
So yes.
Yeah.
Listen, when somebody asks me a question, I respond the way my government wants me to until we're behind closed doors, and then I say the truth.
Let's talk about the truth, Rick. Here we are behind closed doors. Tell me about Rick.
I'm just like everybody else. I'm a little bit conversation, a little less attitude, please.
Oh.
I'm an Elvis fan.
I see that. I saw the hip shaking.
Ask if I'm an Elvis fan.
Are you an Elvis fan? Oh, I'm a little bit of a Fred Durst fan. Ask if I'm a Fred Durst fan.
Do you like Fred Durst?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a bit of an Eminem fan. Ask if I like...
Are you an Eminem fan?
I got vomit on my sweater, bitch.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You like Katy Perry?
Ask if I'm a Cher fan.
Oh, do you like Cher?
If you believe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ask if I'm a fan of Degeneration X.
Are you a fan of Degeneration X?
Yeah, suck
Oh,
it.
okay. Ask if I'm a fan of Stone Cold.
Are you a fan of Stone Cold?
What?
Lamia, I just realized I need to frame you up better.
Okay. Ask me if you need to frame me up better.
Do I need to frame you
Yeah,
up better?
the frame is garbage, Rick. Thank you. Man, I can't believe that goblin came out of my butt. What a weird day already.
We're all glad to see you, Eric. Eric.
It's not even my name. And if you're quoting something, I don't know what...
I bought the
Here we go.
tickets a couple months ago and had COVID, but I still stayed.
Awake since then? Yikes. Holy shit. But also, all jokes aside, I appreciate that, man.
I love the show.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much. I do have to get out of here, but before I do, I just wanted to say, dude, thank you for sitting here for like 3 months. When I had COVID. I'm excited for you to get some sleep. What I would suggest is get a good night's sleep. And you know how to do that? Go to helixsleep.com/TYSO.
This episode is sponsored by Helix Sleep. I know what you're thinking. Rick, you look amazing for 27. That's because I make sure I get at least 8 hours of sleep a night, sometimes 10 because I could get a little bit depressed. Get 25% off statewide plus 2 free Dream Pillows with any mattress purchase. Free bedding bundle, 2 Dream Pillows, sheet set, and mattress protector with any Luxe or Elite mattress order. Not a bad deal. HelixSleep.com/TYSO. That's HelixSleep.com/TYSO.
Rick, I'm a little confused because on my podcast, I have like a producer. I mean, granted, he doesn't really do anything, but there's usually like a guy. And then on Bad Friends, there was like 8 guys in one little space. And then on yours, is this your producer?
Sorry, I was checking the cameras. What?
Is this your producer?
Oh, yeah, in a way. Without him,
Get away? Did you say?
I might have by accident.
Get away. I went to high school with Get Away.
The little black volleyball player?
Yes.
How is his sister? She had an extra hip or something?
Yeah.
How
she got
is
one
she?
removed. She had less than one hip.
Wait, how many did she have originally?
4.
And she got one removed,
Yeah,
so
so
now
she's
she has
got 3.
3. What do you mean less than one hip? That's more than one hip.
I was told there would be no math. Isn't that what they say now? Who says that? Getaway did. That was Getaway's thing.
That's what she said.
Okay. Ask me if I watch The Office.
All right, I'm going to. But if this isn't great, I think that's the end of it. So is this one good?
I mean, pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Ask me if I watch The Office.
I'm going to ask.
Okay.
But you have to tell me this is going to be worth it.
This is going to be so good, Rick. Gravel and chamber it. Okay.
You think this is the best one of all of them that we've done, or I don't want to do it?
This is the topper. This is the topper.
Only way I'm doing it if this is the best one.
It's the best impression.
All right, John, do you watch The Office?
Nope.
Okay. I like that. Ask me if I ever.
Wait for it. Nope.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Slow burn.
Ask me if I ever unscrew things.
Hey, Rick. You ever, unscrew things?
Nope. All righty tighty then.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Wait.
Ask me if, I'm a neighbor of yours with a lot of good information and some good life advice.
Excuse me. Are you a neighbor of mine with a lot of information and?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what were you doing in Reseda before you came over here, and what made you want to come on this podcast?
Well, Rick, first off, I was working. Yeah, I'm a life insurance salesman. So I was working. I just got off work, and my producers were like, you got to go do this podcast. Everyone's in the comments of my podcast right now. Everyone's in the comments like, you got to go do Rick Glassman. There was somebody back there, I thought. I was looking at someone.
Oh, that's Bill.
Oh, hey, Bill. There's your producer. Hey, Bill.
No, that's just a friend of mine, Bill Lawrence, who sometimes is my camera operator.
Oh.
He doesn't produce this, though.
That's not that Bill Lawrence.
That Bill Lawrence.
Oh, that is that Bill Lawrence. Hello, Bill. Sorry about that. So I thought I would come do your podcast because everyone told me I have to do this podcast. They were like, Rick is obsessed with goblins.
Well, that's interesting. I do like goblins.
Yeah.
I really do.
Okay.
But the audience out there.
I don't like that butt.
Well, you're going to have to take it.
I don't like that butt.
You're going to have to take it.
Let's see it. All right, I changed my mind. I like that butt.
The fans out there.
Yeah.
Fans. I don't know if I have any fans. I know I have
Well, you
goblins.
need some. It's really hot in here. In fact, I was trying to get a fan the other day. It's on Amazon. They're always trying to sell me all this crap. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't want all this. I just want a fan. So I just typed in OnlyFans. Not a fan site.
And you typed that in on Amazon?
Yeah.
What probably came up? Probably like some OnlyFans shirts or something?
Yeah. And I bought them. And they kept me cooler. So I take it back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what, are you from Earth?
Am I from
Can
Earth?
I ask you some questions? Because I've seen some of your stuff, but I don't know much about you.
Yeah, okay. Perfect. I know nothing about you. They were like,
Okay.
go on Rick's podcast. I was like, I don't know. And they're like, he's obsessed with goblins. And I was like, well, I'm obsessed with comedians that look like Egon from Ghostbusters. So I was like, all right, I'll do it.
Ramis?
Yeah.
I came up with the perfect idea for the first National Lampoon movie.
Laser Orgy Girls. Huh? It's about Charles Manson in the 10th grade. Huh?
The man's visited by aliens or UFO, whatever you want to
Guys,
say.
Manson in high school.
You're right. We'll put him in college. That is actually funny.
No, forget Manson.
Thank you.
You were great. You were so good as Harold Ramis.
Thank you so much.
Is that what?
No, those are from dramas. I do a lot of comedy, but I'm really more of a dramatic actor. So
trying to do
I
more
have some
drama.
this is from me winning a jumpsuit.
Oh,
Yep. So let me ask you, what are you from? And I mean no disrespect, but are you from Earth?
I'm from Earth, I think. I'm from Reseda. I'm from the Deep
That's
Valley.
That's where you were born.
Yeah, I mean, Rick, I was adopted. So I don't know a ton about my lineage,
Why'd you quote it?
lineage.
Okay.
I don't know.
Wait, I really want to know. Could you be like real with me?
Sure, Rick, I'll be real with you.
So you were adopted. How old were you when you were adopted?
I don't know.
Well, who are your adopted parents? Did they raise you?
I mean, I guess they did. They tried.
So did you talk? Are they still around?
No. They tragically passed. Yeah.
Tragically?
Yeah.
What happened?
They died of old age.
Their death was tragic.
No.
The way they died was.
No. That they died.
That's their
Life is precious, Rick.
Oh my goodness.
When you die, it's tragic, is it not?
Yeah, but my question for you is, when you die, is it tragic in the way like when goblins die, their hearts turn into pineapples and rips through their chest?
I like that you did your research. I like that I've been on some podcasts, and I went on Bad Friends, and they didn't know nothing about goblins, but that you...
So I don't know about you, but I know about
Look that up.
goblins.
Yeah.
Now, goblins, sometimes their hearts turn into pineapples. That's where you get the saying pineapple instead of pineapple.
Pineapple, yes.
And I understand that you are a goblin. Now, I've never interviewed a goblin that wasn't like a friend of mine. Like my goblin, we were about to have our first interview today to learn more things, and it's fine. We'll do it another time. But like we've only just done friend stuff, and he's helped with the podcast. But what I know about goblins are they tend to get a bad rap, kind of like pit bulls, because of a couple of bad apples.
Yeah, well,
which is what pineapple used to be thought of
yeah, well,
as.
Pitbull is bad at rap, so yeah.
Holy shit.
You see that?
Not yet. Yeah. You just gave me a great idea.
Yeah.
You should do a Pitbull is bad at rap diss track today.
Right now.
You want to do it right
Right
now?
now.
Look.
What were we rapping about? You think Pitbull has a little dick. Right. You don't have headphones.
Yeah.
Do you think you could?
Might as well this reminds me of being on the subway, just like a guy in headphones in a vibe, looking at me, thinking I'm in his vibe. I'm not in that vibe.
But you could be.
I could be. You were picturing yourself in a music video, and I'm just a guy in a subway trying to get to work.
But you could be.
I could be, yeah. I gotta be honest, I can't really wear headphones.
You could hold them to your ear like the way DJs used to.
All right, I'll try it. Let me see these. Oh, boy. All right.
So, do you need help?
No, I got it. I've seen headphones before, Rick. I know how they work. I don't hear anything.
I'm not playing it. You have to put the things that are my ears. These
I have to
parts.
put your ears on? All right, well, give me yours.
No, on the headphones. Grab them.
Okay.
Yeah, now put one of them to one of your ears. Pitbull's got a little dick. I thought you had a song about Pitbull.
Yeah, but then you just kind of did the whole song.
Oh, I felt like you weren't saying stuff, so I was just saying stuff.
I thought that's your podcast.
Got me there.
Yeah. Fist pumping, juice thumping, beats stumping.
I like that.
Yeah, it's off my next Nekrogoblikon album. It's going to be like rap metal. We're going to be the first to do it.
Could I hear some metal music?
Could you hear some metal music?
Like, could you give me a little something? A cappella?
Acapella metal.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever done that before. You can play Nekrogoblikon. That's probably a lot better than my acapella metal.
But that's not royalty free.
You're right. We will charge you for that.
Yeah.
I hope. Someone charge. Oh my gosh.
Do you need help? I can help you with that.
No, Rick, I know how to take off headphones. I'm in the studio all the time, pal. That's what I do.
So
I'm in the studio.
How was your podcast with Andrew Santino?
It is so good. Me and Andrew's podcast, good friends. Are you talking about the knockoff show we made?
Oh, I haven't even seen that.
Oh, you got to see it.
That's also, I saw him go on your podcast.
Oh, yeah.
But now, did you start one after that?
Yeah, I'm replacing Bobby Lee.
You're replacing him, or there's a new one?
There's a new one, and I'm replacing Bobby Lee. He was also going to do another one with Bobby Lee.
Oh, but Andrew and Bobby were bad friends.
Yep.
And you and Bobby and Andrew were going to do it's called Good Friends.
Yep.
But you replaced Bobby on that one.
That's right.
So how many episodes have you recorded? When does it come out?
We haven't recorded yet, and it hasn't come out yet because we haven't recorded it.
Right.
Yeah.
When do you have a plan for it?
I think we're gonna get in the studio, we're gonna do some riffs, some make 'em ups, have a little fun, record it. Then I'm gonna have my editor kind of cut out. What's up?
Let me see you go like this.
Is everything okay? Did I tell my teeth? Do I have Southwestern egg roll in my teeth?
Well, stop talking. Let me look at your teeth. Did your teeth look like that when you were a kid goblin?
Like what?
Different than mine.
Yeah, they look a little different.
They ever look like this? They always look like that.
Well, mine look real. Yours look fake.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They're real, and they're fabulous.
Wow. What are they made of, Rick? What are human teeth made of?
Mostly carbon.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What's the rest of you made of, Rick?
Some nitrogen, some oxygen, some iron. That's most of it, I think.
And some vibes. Just some vibes, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know hydrogen and oxygen?
I've heard of them, yeah.
They Oxygen was asking hydrogen out for so long, and hydrogen kept saying no, and kept asking Oxygen, why won't you go out with me? I'm sorry, I'm just not attracted to you. He just wouldn't take it. And later, the Oxygen found out that the reason hydrogen is an attraction to Oxygen is because hydrogen's a little fucking freaky.
Okay. Okay.
Do you know where I'm going?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No. I've been in this scenario. You know what I mean?
Tell me, I'll remember.
Yeah. I've been hydrogen before,
Oh.
There's an Oxygen at my job, Rick. And I'm always trying to toss out some hints and stuff and ask around. She's always like, no way.
Oh, then you're the Oxygen.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, the Oxygen wants the hydrogen, but the hydrogen is not attracted to the Oxygen. So you've been the Oxygen.
I wouldn't say she's not attracted to me.
Now, I'm not talking about your example. I'm sure that's not the case. Maybe there's a situation where is this person work? What is their position?
I mean, she's HR. So.
Okay, well, maybe she feels it's inappropriate to.
That's what she said. Yeah, that's what she said. But. That's what she said. Oh, God, I love Home Improvement. So I love when Home Improvement does those looks to camera. And it's kind of it does that.
But I want to keep hearing about what's going on at work.
She works in HR. She's always like, this is inappropriate. I can't be talking to you like this.
What's an example of something you said that she thought was inappropriate?
Just like, I want to be with you for the rest of my life. You're my everything. I can't stop thinking about
Sweet
you
things.
night and day. Sweet. I'm being really sweet, Rick.
And she says, you can't say these things?
Yeah, she's like, what are you doing in my house kind of stuff?
Right.
Yeah.
You went to her house without being invited in.
Where else am I gonna find her, Rick?
You know how in most movies, Dracula and vampires are sexy?
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. Vampires have evolved to learn to be sexy to attract women. Now, let me tell you something.
Oh.
Not all women, but, usually it's a hot guy who's the vampire and they like a nice woman with a nice rack and a fat ass. But there's gay vampires and I'm sure there's women vampires, but blah, 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 blah. But what I'm saying is vampires have learned how to attract the opposite sex, sometimes even the same sex. And one of the things they've learned is it's actually a rule that a lot of people don't know, that vampires created this for them on purpose. A lot of people think it's an obstacle that vampires have. No. You know how a vampire can't come in unless they're invited? That's because they know a woman isn't going to be interested unless some part of her feels safe. So you're literally doing the opposite. There's a reason that vampires are hot and goblins are traditionally ugly. Traditionally, by human standards. So maybe you should not enter this woman's home and instead do what girls really like. And if you want, I could tell you.
Yeah, start a podcast.
Maybe. That's not what I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if podcast hosts just
why
get
do
all
so
the
many
girls.
guys do that then?
I think that they have a voice and they need to be heard.
Oh, okay. What do you think Rick is not being listened to about?
Now?
Yeah.
The rest of the way that Oxygen got hydrogen?
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
The way that Oxygen got hydrogen.
Yeah,
the way that Oxygen
I can't hear you because I'm not wearing these headphones, Rick. So, what were you saying?
Man,
What are
sometimes
you
I
not
get confused when the physics of the universe that we establish change. So I need to know if you could hear me or not, because now I'm confused.
Rick!
Thank you.
I wanted to know, how are you not being listened to? I want to hear you.
What I was saying is,
Yeah.
hydrogen didn't want oxygen, not because oxygen is not great, but because oxygen is just not freaky until oxygen met up with another oxygen, his twin. And then hydrogen was like, I'll tell you what, if you let me suck both of your dicks, I'll be a compound with you. And then they fucking busted water. And that's how water was created, bro.
When did Oprah buy the network?
I don't know.
Look into that. Go down that rabbit hole. That's your answer.
I don't want to waste everyone's time and look it up now, but we could put up here when Oprah created the Oprah Network. My guess is, and I mean, give or take 15 years.
No, it's called Oxygen, right? It was called Oxygen.
Is that Oprah's network?
I thought so.
I don't know.
If not, that joke is going to bomb.
You think if Oprah did create Oxygen, that joke's going to smash so hard. However,
oh my God, Rick,
I agree.
Everyone's going to be in the comments.
I agree they're going to like that. But what I'm saying, if that would smash so hard, then if it turned out that the only reason it didn't work is because Oprah didn't create Oxygen, I think enough people will be like, I know where he's going.
That's my humor in a nutshell. It's just hopefully people go, I know where he was trying to go.
Who you talking to?
Yeah.
It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking in a mirror.
I don't have them. I don't have one mirror, Rick.
Smart.
I don't have a mirror.
Now, because when I was talking about vampires being more attractive than goblins, you accepted that. Is it because do you feel self-conscious being a goblin in a human world?
Oh, extremely. I mean, I have a hump. I was made fun of my whole life for my ears, my teeth, my claws, my skin, my, forefather hairline, all of it, Rick.
Yeah.
It's hard for a goblin in this world.
It isn't easy being green.
No.
That's what Kermit's saying. And what I always...
Oh, God. Here we go. No. Go ahead. Talk about him. He'll freaking love that you're talking about him. Trust me.
What beef do you have with Kermit?
No, I don't know. I've talked about him on my podcast. Like, I like Kermit.
Great. Same.
He's cool. He's fine. We text. It's fine. But the dude is with the wrong one. Like, it's just one of those things. And he can't hear it, Rick. He can't freaking hear it.
You don't like Piggy.
She's been very nice to me in times past, okay? I just don't like them together. They're just one of those things. It's like hydrogen and oxygen. They don't go together, Rick.
But they do when there's... Wait a minute.
Okay.
If Piggy's hydrogen and Kermit's oxygen, maybe the problem isn't you don't like Kermit with Piggy. Maybe you don't like Piggy without Kermit and you're the two oxygen, Piggy's the hydrogen, and you want to make water. Now, goblins come water, correct?
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I mean, that's where life comes from. Goblin come.
Oh, interesting. I never thought of it that way.
Do you or do you not come water?
I don't, but it's...
Have you gone to a fertility clinic?
No, should I?
Goblins are supposed to come water, the liquid form of life. We all came from goblin cum. That's where you get the saying, when goblin come. They changed it to kingdom come because we have decided to choose our deities instead of recognizing that if goblins come water, that's where water came from. Now that's a bar. Do you understand? And I'm talking a wet bar. Goblin come created life. We're kingdom come, we're goblin come. You need to, I think you're bisexual and you want to fuck Kermit.
I'm omni. Whatever is game for me. Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
What's the difference between bi and omni?
Omni is anything. Whatever is around here, I can be attracted to.
Like a dog.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Really?
Oh,
he's a
Rick,
little boy.
Come on, Rick. Don't be the guy that's all like humble.
You'd fuck a 16-month-old boy?
No, I'm not gonna. No.
Do you want to fuck this dog? You said yes. This dog is 16 months old. So, ergo,
no.
You want to fuck a 16-month-year-old little boy.
Rick.
True or
false?
You're not
doing math. You're not doing math in dog years. How old is that?
I don't know. Less than 14. You want to fuck a 13-year-old boy.
No.
You want to fuck a 13-year-old boy and you're bragging about this?
Oh, hold on. My PR team's calling me.
Go ahead.
Hello. What are you doing in the headphones? All right. No, it's going well. No. Yeah, everything's good. No. Nothing's come up weird.
Yikes.
No. He said, he said he like hit the gold mine in clips or something it's going to get a lot of clicks, I guess, what I said. Yeah. All press is good press. Okay. All right, Belinda. All right, go sell those cigarettes. All right. That was my agent, Philip Morris.
I thought you were calling your publicist.
In the same, it's all one team. Don't you know how it works, Rick?
I don't have a publicist anymore.
Oh, did you fire her?
I didn't fire her. I only hired her for a certain period of time. It's like when you're done with this podcast, it's not that I fired you. You were only supposed to be here for a certain period of time.
But you did hire me to come here. I mean, you're paying me, correct? I took off work early. I left early.
I thought we were trading because I'm going to go on your podcast.
Who said that?
Well, my rate is higher than your rate. So if you want me to pay you, then you'll have to pay me my rate.
I was told.
Your producer asked me if I would come on your podcast. I said, sure.
No. Your producer told us, they were like, this guy's obsessed with goblins. He'll do anything to have you on, and you got to go do his podcast.
You already told me that your producer said that. What are you doing?
What?
Now I'm having a hard time trusting you because you told me earlier that your producer said this. You know a little bit about me. You know very little about me, but your producer says you have to do this.
I was being vulnerable, telling you got a handsome-ass dog. I didn't know the age, okay? Once I found out the age, I'm no longer pursuing it.
Really? Question. Would you or would you not fuck this dog? Yes or no?
Hand to gob.
How about this?
Okay.
If you wouldn't fuck this dog, say no. If you would, say yes or nothing in 3 seconds. Would you fuck this dog?
Yes, and it's only because I love improv. That's only because I love improv.
Okay. Listen, you fucked a 13-year-old and a 16-month-year-old boy, and the cops pull you over from drunk driving, and they're like, there's the guy. And then you go, no, you don't understand. I only fucked that little boy because of the rules of improv.
And they'd say, we love Whose Line Is It Anyways?
No, dude, you're getting arrested, and you're going to have to spill water into another guy's bum. Do you call it spilling water or coming it?
I don't.
This episode is sponsored by Helix Sleep. Now, I know what you're thinking. 7. Ah, that's right. But I know what else you're thinking. You're thinking, my back hurts and my dick is soft and my pussy's dry. That's because you're not fucking on a high-quality mattress and you ain't getting the sleep that you deserve. Me? Hard as fuck. My pussy? Wet as can be. And my sleep? Oh, sorry, I fell asleep, but psych, I didn't because I wasn't on a Helix mattress. Here's what I'm thinking you should do. Go to helixsleep.com/TYSO and take their sleep quiz. Are you a back sleeper? Are you a side sleeper? Are you a stomach sleeper? Whatever you are, unrelated to the ad, let me just suggest, become a back sleeper. Put some pillows under your legs if you need to. It's good for you. Anyway, you take the sleep quiz. You like a firm mattress, a hard mattress. You like it hot. You like it cold. You like it in the butt. You like it in the throat. Hear what I'm saying? Now, let's say you don't like this mattress. Return it. Money back guarantee, 100 days. And then if you don't like it, they'll mail it back for free. So that's 25% off statewide plus 2 free dream pillows with any mattress purchase. Free bedding bundle, which is 2 dream pillows, sheet set, and mattress protector with any Luxe or Elite mattress order. That's helixsleep.com/TYSO. So go to helixsleep.com/TYSO. And also, listen, even if you're not going to buy a mattress, go to helixsleep.com/TYSO. I think they know. I want people to know, like, wow, we got to keep advertising with Rick because Rick's the fucking man. I hear he's got a hard dick and a wet pussy. I don't know if we have to bleep this stuff, but you know what? I'm not going to do it. And if Helix has a problem with that, they could sleep on this.
Here's the thing. Because of my past, I'm still learning things about my culture that I didn't know about. So I'm actually learning something from you, which I didn't know about.
It's kind of like how this dog rescued me from eating too much by reminding me not to eat so much, but because the way he looks at me sometimes when I'm having snacks at night and I can't give him any of them. And I'm like, I guess if you can't have any, I'll have less.
You should make that a bumper sticker.
Who you voting for, or who'd you vote for? I guess.
When?
American Idol season 1.
Oh, Clarkson.
Same.
Yeah, she deserved it.
She
deserved it. I mean, what pipes?
Have you seen that video where she goes into a coffee place that's a blue bottle that's 2 stories long, and she's like, oh, whoa, 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 yeah, whoa. And everyone's like, do you know what I'm talking about?
No, but I mean, now I do.
Will you put one of these up so you could hear this? Will you put one of these up so you could hear this?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, couldn't hear you.
You're my secret. I don't need somebody to hold me. Don't need somebody to love me.
Is that the other employee singing?
And it goes on for like another 30 seconds.
That poor barista, he's just like, hot or cold? What'd you order, lady?
You think? You don't think that they thought that was awesome, that
No,
barista?
they're probably like, just say it. You know what I mean?
You might be right. I don't know.
Say it, don't spray it.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
How about that as a bumper sticker? Say it, don't spray it.
That could work.
Spray it, don't pray it.
I like the first one. Are people buying bumper stickers? I'm interested to know what the bumper. If somebody out there works in statistics and whatever data collection finds out bumper sticker sales and usage, I would love to know how many people use bumper stickers in the last 5 years versus previous 5 for like since the 70s, 60s.
Well, half my stocks are in bumper stickers.
What kind of stocks? What public companies sell bumper stickers?
I mean, I think it's just called bumper sticker.
Are you managing your assets yourself, or do you?
Yeah.
Where did you buy? How much money do you have in something called bumper sticker?
I don't know, like.
We could bleep the number if you don't want people to know how much you make. We do that sometimes. We could really bleep it.
Okay, then yeah, just bleep it.
Bleep the number, but you could tell me.
Okay, $7.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like you just bought some bumper stickers, maybe 3 bumper stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought stock in them.
No, that's.
No. Anytime you purchase something, Rick, here in America, you're investing in the company. And not just the company, in the people.
Well, that's true. That is true. But what you're thinking of investing in the people, you're investing into them with like your support.
Yeah,
you're not investing as in taking any ownership of it.
I take ownership of those bumper stickers. Anything.
No.
I have honk if you're horny.
Of the company.
I take ownership. I have my student is honor roll of the month. I take ownership of those bumper stickers.
Okay. Well, I think that's great.
The one with all the symbols all in one. You know?
Coexist.
Yeah, I love that. That I have.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, I invest in companies all the time. I was just in Trader Joe's investing in them.
Oh, did you meet with the shareholders to own some stock?
I don't know what the cashier's name was, Rick. I don't know. I think it was Brittany or something.
What did you just bought groceries from there?
I invested in the company.
Listen,
Rick.
I'm a big investor, like 6'3".
Okay.
And I know a lot about this stuff. I just bought some Amazon options the other day. Okay. I know what I'm talking about. Now, I would be interested in talking to you about this if you were interested, but it seems like you're so far away from understanding how to actually make money. Dude, how much? We'll bleep it. How much money do you have?
$7.
So you had, you could believe this, you had $14 and you spent half of them on bumper stickers.
Oh, sorry. $0.
All your money you spent buying 3 bumper stickers.
Rick, you're saying it funny. All my money is tied up in bumper stock.
Okay, bumper stock. That's not what it's called, man.
By the way, that's what we're playing next year. Find us Nekrogoblikon at bumper stock.
You know what? That's actually brilliant. You buy these bumper stickers.
Yeah.
You talk about them on podcasts.
Yeah.
And you sell them as limited edition merch because you could sign them. You could make one of 20 coexists and sign them, and you could have bumper sticker merch. And you could collab with bumper sticker brands to bring back the bumper sticker market.
I tell you what, it doesn't work, Rick. I want to support your ideas, but it's hard to get off. You got to really peel them. It's really hard to get them off.
Oh, you've already placed them on your. Well,
Yeah.
do you drive? It seems like you just poofed here.
Well, today I did for you.
What do you normally drive?
I mean, a car.
And you have honk if you're horny, my son is an honor student, and coexist all in your car.
Yeah.
The resale value of a bumper sticker once it's been applied has got to be worse than buying a new Lexus and taking it off the lot. And that's a bad investment. Never buy a new car.
Okay. Check.
Never lease a car that you don't want to be able to buy out eventually if the rates go up.
Check.
Okay. If you can get a car that is at least partially electric, one, it might help with the carbon footprint, but more importantly, you would be allowed to drive in the HOV lane as a carpool person because you're technically an electric car. So even if it's going to cost a little bit more, not only do you save on gas, you could also drive in the carpool lane.
I mean, when you say electric, like when I take out the cigarette lighter and I put in the charger for my flip phone, it kind of has like a little shock to it. So I know there's electricity running. So I think, I think it's half electric.
I've watched your stuff before.
Yeah.
I never realized how bad at you're just like the fact. Do you live by yourself or do you live by yourself?
Yeah, I live at the studio now. Yeah. I sleep under the desk.
Right. You're, for whatever reason.
Okay.
Because you talk to me.
Yeah.
I just picture you're just like a guy who looks like a goblin. I'm realizing, like, I don't know why I didn't. I must have forgotten somewhere in this conversation. You're a goblin. You're just like a creature. You just live in a studio. You probably gnaw. What do you eat?
I mean, it depends. Like, what's around.
Right. What don't you eat?
I eat a lot of chilies. I order a lot of chilies, Southwestern egg rolls and stuff like that.
Right. So you eat at restaurants.
Yeah, I eat at restaurants. Yeah.
Do you ever eat out of the garbage?
Sure.
This is what I'm talking
No,
about.
Rick, there's food in garbages.
It's weird that you're like a person, but you're also a dog.
I'm not. Wait.
You're just a scavenger.
No, totally. But if I was a dog in this scenario, would it be cool if me and...
Are you asking to fuck a 16-month-old boy again?
No. So, Rick, you seem confused that I am who I am. Like, I wouldn't be confused if you were like, when I first started out, things were a little rough for me, I wouldn't be like, oh, wait a minute. You used to live with 12 dudes? That wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, I thought you were doing jokes, puns by saying rough, like things for dogs.
Oh.
And I would have said, you're doing great. Bow, wow.
Okay.
But
but that's back to the audience going, hey, Rick, I know where you're going with that.
Well, that's not fur.
Okay.
Do you get it? Because of I'm Charles Barkley?
Yeah.
Well, that's not fur.
He loved that. I love Charles Barkley.
Have you ever haunted him or done anything with him sexually?
Haunted him? You think I'm a ghost, Rick?
Goblins haunt.
Goblins don't haunt.
Goblins haunt.
What do you mean goblins haunt?
You ever been to a haunted house? They're not all ghosts. There's things that scare people. Like going into your HR person's house in the middle of the night, probably. Was it in the night?
It was dark out.
Yeah, during the nighttime. Now, did you knock on the door or did you try to go in without her knowing you were going in?
I didn't want her to know it was me.
Right, you snuck in.
Yeah.
During the nighttime,
but
you haunted her.
People love surprises. Like, have you ever seen anyone like at a sports game when the camera goes on them? That's a surprise. They freak out. They start dancing, doing.
Yeah, but they've accepted to be there. There's a line between a surprise and a haunt. Now that's a bumper sticker.
Okay. So what you're saying is when you, Rick, if you just walked into a room And it just so happened to be right around your birthday.
Okay.
And a bunch of people, all your loved ones are there. And they go, surprise! You'd be like, oh, it's a haunted house.
Oh,
my gosh.
So what's
They're
the HR?
haunting me.
What's the HR woman's name again? Oh, you didn't say. You said your agent.
It's Caden.
Caden?
Caden.
So Caden was at nighttime when you went in, it was her birthday. And there was lots of other of her friends there. That's what you're saying?
This time in particular wasn't her birthday necessarily. No, it wasn't necessarily her birthday.
Were there other friends there?
I mean, why would I invite other friends there? It's like
That's a haunt. That's a haunt.
That's a haunt.
That's a haunt.
So I was haunting her.
You haunted her. Now, of course,
But that could be sexy.
It could be with consent. Something a 16-month-year-old boy can't give. You fuck this dog. He does not give consent. That's a haunt.
Yeah, I'm not going to fuck that dog, in case you're wondering.
Tony Danza.
Hell, I've got a dog, and he's my best friend. But I would never fuck my dog.
Do you know how John Michael knew to put that in there? Because earlier I did. Cut back to that thing with that old Adam Ray sketch where he goes, I'm Tony Danza and I would never fuck your dog. And then the more you know, show that. That's communication between people.
Wow. This is so different than my podcast. I'm always like, Johannes, make sure you're cutting that thing. And he's like, okay, sure. And he doesn't do it.
Yeah, you're always mean to him.
I mean to him?
Mm-hmm.
He's my producer. And he's not like producing.
Then
Rick.
why do you? He's obviously offering you something. Otherwise, you'd fire him.
Well, I mean, I tried to fire him and he was like, you haven't hired me. I don't.
So he's working
paid.
for you for free. So you speak poorly to him and you're not paying him.
No, it's called something though. He gets like a credit or something. Or
he's like an intern?
Yeah, he's an intern.
So he's in school?
no, but I'm giving him credit. Like if you look at the credits, like it says like starring John Goblikon, like also follow Nekrogoblikon, and then it says like, you know, some other dudes like Brendan and David, idiots and blah 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 blah. That's like a bunch of other people. And then it's like cameras brought to you by da-da-da. At the very, very, very bottom, it says, yeah, Johannes is here. So he gets credit. He gets credit, Rick. I give him credit.
I'm seeing him as a goblin. I'm seeing you as a goblin. And I'm like, remember, like, oh, you're just like a little baby.
Yeah.
I'm trying to have a rational conversation with you.
And I'm like, oh, and this is just a guy. He's not a comedian. He's not funny. You know, I'm just like, it's just a guy.
I feel like what you're saying, like are you being mean right now?
Mean? No, I'm not being mean. I think we're just connecting. We're like realizing like, oh, I'm talking to a goblin. I'm just talking to a guy.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember when I noticed that when I realized my parents, that's just a guy and a girl. Like that's just like you think of them as these, at least you're adopted parents. Did you look up to them? I did. I loved my parents growing up, and I thought
I love your parents too.
What about your parents? Right.
Yeah, me and my dad had a good relationship. I don't really remember if I had a relationship with my mother, you know?
Did she pass or leave?
I believe she passed. Yeah, she did. She passed one time. She kind of like walked in, she passed by and she walked out. Yeah, she passed.
Got it. And then she never came back.
No, Rick.
How old were you? I mean, from what your birth certificate says.
I mean, I feel like I was, you know, in my adolescent gob era, you know?
Oh. I'm sorry. That sounds really, really tough.
It's fine, Rick. Like, I really don't care. Like, I'm not concerned with it, and it hasn't affected me at all. So.
Question.
Yeah.
The PR woman's name again. I'm horrible with names.
Mom.
What was her name?
Mom?
When you were breaking and haunting that woman,
yeah,
what were you wanting from her? I was thinking originally a date, but now maybe something different.
No, I just wanted, like, I don't know what you call it. Like, you know what I mean? When you're having a hard day, you call up a lady and you kind of like connect with her, and then you're kind of like,
A mom.
I don't know what it's called, but it's like just like a lady. I just want to kind of talk to her, and be like, here are my problems, and then she like guides me. Oh, that's it. Yeah, she kind of like guides me and kind of shapes me, and kind of goes, here, this is the direction you should go, and then I take the advice, and then I do something, like something good happens in my life, which could happen at some point. Something good will happen, and I tell that lady. And then she's like, I'm like, I'm proud of you, John.
A mom to tell you she's proud.
Kaden, her name's Kaden, Rick. It's a lady, and
She reminds you of your mother.
I mean, they share a few qualities.
This woman reminds you of your mother. You long for a mother.
I mean, I would like a...
Have you ever been with a woman?
Me?
Yes.
In a room?
Sexually, have you ever made love to a woman?
Well, I mean, I mean, like, there's been like, like, I'm a rock star, sometimes it's like, whoa, all right, one at a time.
So yes.
What's that?
You've been sexual with a woman. Have you ever been inside of a woman?
I mean, like, I feel like sometimes I connect with someone so deep that I am like, I do go inside them, like, I feel like that's an empath thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, for sure. For sure.
Have you ever spilled your water into another woman?
Spilled my drink on a woman before. I do that at
or
work.
water?
Water, yeah, probably. I don't drink a ton of water, but yeah, I'm sure there's been like a
water
LaCroix
come
or something. What's up?
Your water come.
Oh, right.
Have you ever watered into another woman? That's okay.
Is it, Rick?
Do you want to?
I mean, with the right one. I mean, if it's the right one.
Do you want to be with a woman in that way?
Yes, and?
I'd like to take you to a whorehouse. And I'd like to watch you get fucked.
A horror house? Is someone haunt it?
WHORRERHOUSE. Where scary creatures will have sex with you for money. I want to take you there.
Oh, I've been to one of those, Rick. Yeah, I've been to one of those.
Can I tell you a secret?
Sure. Can I ask you a question? When you whisper you're British, do you know that?
I can't really understand what I'm saying when oh, crikey.
There it is.
What was I doing?
We were talking, Rick, and I was walking you through some things from your childhood. You were talking about your mother. Do you remember, Rick?
Oh, the biggest fucking headache right now.
Yeah, let it out, Rick. It's all right. It's supposed to hurt, Rick. The past is painful. That should be a bumper sticker. Past is painful. Or love hurts, something like that.
Do you sing ballads ever?
Yeah, we sing like some ballads and stuff like that, yeah.
Can I hear something?
No, yeah. I only sing when I'm on stage, and that's when I dance and sing. You know, when people are like paying to see Nekrogoblikon.
Yeah, I was just wanting to get a little taste. I oftentimes have musicians on and ask them to sing for us. I love music.
I would say yes, but then you have to call up like 9 or I don't know, we're up to like 12 different band members to come over here.
Yeah, I understand. I was thinking maybe just a little, I forget the first part. The second part is capella, and the first part is what the doctor asks you to do before he checks your tonsils. What am I thinking of?
Suck his dick.
Do you do drugs?
Yeah.
What drugs?
All of them. Yeah.
You like marijuana?
Love. Yeah.
All of the drugs?
Yeah, I'll do whatever.
I bet I know one drug that you won't take.
What's that?
Mucinex. Because you're jealous of the host, aren't you? Didn't you audition for that? Didn't Santino tell me that? Somebody told me that you auditioned for Mucinex, or then you auditioned for whatever it was going to be called.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, Rick.
That's true, correct?
No, yeah, someone's been talking to Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino. I can tell.
I just think that's cool that you got so close to being Mucinex.
Yeah. If I'm being honest, I didn't know they wanted an accent. It was one of those things where it's like they didn't say it in the script.
Right. Does Mucinex have an accent?
Yeah, it's like, I'm pretty sure it's like from Brooklyn or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Could you have done a Brooklyn accent?
I mean, I'm pretty good at accents.
Could I hear?
Sure. Hey there, I'm trying to get some lox and bagels.
Is that Brooklyn?
It's one of the boroughs. Yeah, I'm sure it is.
I have a sneaking suspicion that, you know what, before I call it out, let me ask you another question.
Okay, sure.
Let me hear you do your impression of somebody from a different state at home wanting to make breakfast, and it's a Jewish husband and wife. What do they sound like? Just the husband. What does he ask the wife?
husband?
What she wants for breakfast, yeah.
Hey, yeah, would you like a little bagel with whatever's available?
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Why?
Look at how much he looks like you, that goblin.
I gotta be honest, I don't think he looks anything like me.
Is that racist, do you think?
I mean, you know, it'd be like if I just pointed to yeah.
All right, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you think that this guy and this family, do you think that these all look alike?
No, they look totally different to me. You think they look alike, Rick? Do you think they look alike?
Yes.
You do.
Well, I'll tell you what I think. I think this looks like Kanye West. You don't?
I'll say this. It's more just like the expression coming from it.
So does this picture look like Kanye West?
Rick, let's talk about your mother.
This isn't Kanye West, Goblin. It's Shaquille O'Neal. And now you just got served with a little of, well, not your own medicine, because Mucinex beat you out.
Wow. All right.
Think how many bumper stickers you could have instead of being the one sneezing everywhere.
Oh, all right. All right, Rick. No, I see where this is going.
Oh.
All the podcasts tend to go this way. It's like, you brought me here. I was like, they're like, oh, come on, Rick's podcast. He's really cool to all the goblins. He calls his followers goblins, which is like, I was on board with, because I say that there's too many trolls on the internet. We need more goblins. It's kind of like my thing.
That's a good... There's too many trolls on the internet. We need more goblins.
It's your new bumper sticker, pal.
Is it a t-shirt yet?
Hey,
I need you to make a T-shirt really quick.
Hey,
Yeah,
real quick.
Too many trolls
Can you get a hold of Johannes?
We need more goblins. Put it on a T-shirt.
What do you
Put it
mean
up,
he's
put it
not
on
taking
the
my
side,
calls?
right? Yes.
Tell
Right.
Johannes to get.
It'll be up.
We need a
All right,
shirt.
2 minutes.
We need to find somebody who makes
It'll be up in
shirts.
2
I don't know who
minutes.
makes shirts.
All right, launch it. Post it. Tell
Call-
it's live.
call
Say it's live.
Steve
It's
Loom.
ours. It's live.
From Fruit of the Loom.
We got it out.
All right, never mind. Too late. Rick beat us again. Yeah. No, I know. Yeah. Cancel the giant sign that says take off your shoes. I guess he has one, I guess. Yeah. All right. Nope. Yeah, the Shaquille O'Neal doll. Yeah, the basketball. Yeah, and the vaguely Asian cat. Yep, for sure. And the small dog. Yep, who's young. Yep. No, yeah, but the whole thing is just bait. Yeah, he's just going to bait you into kind of looking like a weird pedo on his podcast. Yep, and the Takamine acoustic guitar. No, it is electric. You can't plug it in. That one. I put it in the cart. Yeah, cancel that. Yep, and the cameras and the Superman sign. Yep, for sure. Next to the Cetaphil lotion. Yep, cancel that as well. Okay, yep, and the shelf with five. I guess like 5 like dudes dunking. I don't know. Yeah, those are definitely bought, not earned. And the weird kind of like.
Oh, you just saying stuff from my. You have all of the stuff that I have in my room. You've been ordering.
Well, these are all merch lines. I'm going over our.
Dude,
I'm just going over our merchandise, dude.
These things aren't my merchandise. You could sell all of these things that you're saying.
Yeah, I am.
If you want to sell dogs, you could sell dogs. I would advise you try and get them from a shelter and find them a home.
No, I'll sell them. I mean, that's what we do at our podcast. That's what we do at all podcasts. We're just selling things, Rick. Aren't we all just selling things on our podcast?
Fucking deep, dude.
Yeah.
We're all salesmen.
That's right.
Whether you're selling music, comedy, or
Squarespace, BetterHelp, Prize Picks, or Blue Chew. If you want to screw, chew. Is that one of your sponsors?
they have been before.
They were. So
yeah,
they're not now.
but I mean,
Who's your sponsor now, Rick?
Well, I want to still answer you about Blue Chew because out of all the brands I've ever worked with, they're the hardest to work for. I'll tell you something. The Helix mattress is a sponsor of mine, and I would pick up a mattress now before they run out. You do not want to sleep, or do you, on this deal?
I don't know. That ad read was a bit of a snooze fest. Sleeping, fell asleep while he was talking.
So you have sponsors, yet you've only made bleep at $7.
Oh, correct. Yeah.
Who is Johannes the person getting your ads?
Yeah. Johannes is in charge of that. He's in charge of recording the podcast, lighting the podcast, setting up the cameras, writing all of my material, doing all the research on the guests, dressing me. Got to close down the thing, cut all the clips, edit the episodes, title them, tag them, post them on all the social media accounts, book the guests, pay me, tuck me in at night, read me 3 stories, do a few songs, put on a podcast that's just like audio only, something kind of nice, turn on the sound machine, close the blinds that block out all the light, and just kind of wait till I wake up and then, do it again, and then get ads.
Yeah, so he does a lot.
I don't know if it's a lot.
That's a lot. I do a lot. I'm telling you, that's a lot.
Really?
And you crediting him just saying he was there, I'm telling you, and not to say that I even blame him, I think he's getting the ad money and is feeling resentful of you and is stealing that money. Because if you work with Prize Picks and Blue Chew and all of the things you've been mentioning, and all you've made is $7, I think that there is a hole in your boat.
I have a boat?
It's a metaphor for you're sinking.
I know, but I can't afford a boat, Rick.
Forget the boat.
I have $7.
What I'm saying is,
You think I'm you think I'm Leonardo DiCaprio? Got a big boat, letting on whatever dogs I want, That's who you think I am, Rick?
wait, in your fantasy of having a big boat, you just be letting on little dogs?
No, that's what Leonardo DiCaprio does.
Dogs?
Well, he doesn't do dogs, but age appropriate.
Seems like you slip up. Question for you.
Yeah.
Lift up your tie and let me see if anything happens when you look at this.
No. No.
Whoa.
No.
That is a little boy dog.
No.
That is
Rick,
disgusting.
Rick, that was
That's
because
disgusting.
I didn't think you could lift something that heavy. And when you did that, I thought,
All right.
dang, boy.
I misread.
I thought, dang, Rick.
Question for you. What
Yeah.
if I don't lift something heavy? What happens if I do this? Whoa. That's disgusting.
No, Rick.
Yikes,
Rick.
dude. You're getting a gob. What is it? A gob on? What do you call him?
Gob on?
Yeah, you just got a gob on for seeing this little dog's butthole.
What I like is I've done so many podcasts now where I've done podcasts where I said goblins have dicks. I said podcasts where I said I look like a Ken doll. So no matter what, it ain't gonna matter. I don't really need to keep consistency with the goblin lore, I think.
This is the first time since you got here that I've disagreed with you.
Okay, all right. All right.
I tell you something. If you're embarrassed to talk about your goblin penis, so you say you don't have one or it's this or that, I'll buy that. But at a certain point, you're going to have to come out and whether you want to or not, you are a voice not for all goblins, but for goblins. And a lot of people don't know of goblins other than you or more than you. And you do have a responsibility to things bigger than yourself to let it be known. I happen to know that goblins have really thick, short penises. Oftentimes, they're thicker than they are long. Does this maybe make you feel like a Ken doll because Ken has that box that comes out?
Look, when I said I look like a Ken doll to Moshe, it was
Shout out to
because
Moshe. We love Moshe.
Yeah. I buy them at they used to sell them at Trader Joe's. It's like
You're thinking of Mush, the overnight
Moshe.
oats?
Yeah.
Moshe Kasher.
Love those. Mush Casher. Mush Pit. I like Moshe.
More than most?
Yeah.
But what were you
More
saying?
than Mush.
But you're saying you look like a Ken doll because?
Yeah, I look like a Ken doll. I said that to him because at the time, he was like giving me real, what's it called? BDE, And I felt like I kind of needed to just kind of downplay it a little bit because I was sending photos to his wife, Natasha. And he was like, what kind of photos? I was just like, oh, they're just, don't worry about me.
I saw that you were texting with her.
We text all the time. She's an incredible texter. She is so fast, so witty, meme game, on point, just so funny. Are you texting her?
I'm going to see if I could get Moshe on the phone for a sec.
No need to get Moshe on the phone.
Well, I think the fact that you're still talking about this with him not being there to defend it.
No.
I just feel,
Rick.
I think he should know.
Rick. Oh, God.
Okay. Seems like he's not there. Is that okay? What were you so worried about?
I wasn't concerned. Like, he knows. I was very open with him on my podcast. I told him.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, it was not sexual in nature at first. When
What do you mean at first?
and then we added in Pete Holmes, and really he kind of brought a different energy and vibe. But I want to say, Moshe is now in the group chat. We're all in this.
Would you
now.
say Natasha's hydrogen and you and Moshe are oxygen? This is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Triangles are the triforce of life because of what a triangle represents. Is there a start? Is there an end? Is there a center?
It's the strongest shape.
An arch is.
No, a triangle is. That's what they said in Boss Baby.
In Boss Baby?
Yeah, that's what they say.
That doesn't mean it's true.
Of course it is.
Question for
The
you.
movie's
You know what?
what?
I guess if you're looking not to hold something up, but for something to stay up, because all the weight below,
Hold
I
on.
do see that, but an arch helps
The
distribute
entire
away to the
film
center.
of Boss Baby is hinged on the fact that it takes 3 people to create the strongest shape. And once the family
just did it
dynamic
with
is
one-
broken,
Oh, maybe that's a metaphor for something. I don't remember Boss Baby well enough.
Rick, you've never seen Boss Baby?
I saw it in the theaters with my dad. And I
Yeah.
remember feeling, I'm not going to say anything negative. I will say something positive. I love movies. I was surprised how I felt about it after being so excited from the trailer.
Well, I mean, it's jarring to see a baby so with it, you know what I mean, and doing business and stuff.
That's
way
how I
it does.
feel. That's what I was saying. How I feel about you.
Yeah. I was saying before I did this podcast, like, I'm probably the boss baby of guests for Rick Glassman.
How come you don't have any other goblins on?
I mean, here's the thing. Name one goblin worth interviewing.
Well, I was interviewing him right before you poofed in and told him he had to leave. And if you've noticed a little bit of tone today, it's because you never even acknowledged it. I understand there was a double booking, there was a mistake. I don't know what happened, and I'll take responsibility for where my part is, but still acknowledge the fact that you just poofed onto somebody, possibly hurt him. He leaves. You don't say sorry, thank you. You don't say anything to me. You don't invite him to be a guest with. By the way, he's left. He doesn't want to be a guest right now.
How would you feel if you were sitting right where you are now and I snap my fingers and then Rick Glassman is sitting here? How would you feel?
Come on, man.
All right. I'm just saying. How's it feel? How's it feel?
It's a completely different thing. You just made me have to get up.
I just realized I never saw you walk before.
You've never seen me walk before.
I don't think so.
Okay.
You walk kind of like an Egyptian. Is that why you like triangles so much? Because of the strength of the pyramids?
I never thought about that. I think it might be.
Do you know that song, Walk Like an Egyptian?
No.
Me neither.
Okay. Who do people say you walk like, Rick?
People usually don't even talk about my walk because they're too busy making fun of me.
What do you mean, Rick? What do they make fun of?
Tell you in a sec. Moshe's on the phone. Hey, Moshe.
What's up?
I'm on my podcast with John. What's your last name?
Goblikon.
Goblikon?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You're doing the podcast right now?
Oh, he's on my podcast. I was interviewing my
Yeah.
goblin, and he just poofed in. And
did he say my name to give him some street cred?
he's been mentioning some names for street cred. Yours was not near the top of the list. However,
Oh, how many people didn't answer before I
oh
picked up?
no, you were the first person I called. No, we weren't trying to call anybody. He was just talking about, and I watched the podcast where he texted Natasha and stuff like that. But now the way he is talking about it on here feels like me as your friend. It makes me uncomfortable. And
you're saying you're uncomfortable with the way he's talking about me.
I'm uncomfortable with the disrespect he's showing your marriage. Yeah.
Whoa. Can he hear me? Can he hear me?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Oh, you hear me? Okay. So I was just trying. He doesn't know that I added you in the thread. I was trying to tell you that you're in the thread now. Your meme game is like kicked it up a whole other notch. He doesn't know you're in the thread.
No. To be honest, I'm going to be honest with everybody here.
Yeah.
Rick, John, and I and Natasha are kind of doing like a a triad thing.
A triangle.
Like we're a polycule.
A triangle.
Okay.
The strongest shape.
This was what I was talking about earlier because, Moshe, you know the story of oxygen originally had a big crush on hydrogen, but hydrogen wasn't interested. But it's not because that oxygen wasn't good enough. It's because hydrogen's a kinky little bitch and needed to have a pair. So when oxygen brought another oxygen, so that's what I'm realizing. You and John are oxygen and Natasha's hydrogen.
That's exact. I couldn't have put it better myself. And I'm going to be totally honest with you guys and tell you that I was reading a book to my daughter, putting her to bed. But Rick, you call me so infrequently. I know you love me, but I thought something was wrong. So I said,
"Oh, I'm so sorry." Yeah, you go back. Are you reading her Subculture Vulture?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you got a copy because I thought those sold out. Oh, I just found out there's some more. You could go to what's the website? What's the website people could buy Subculture Vulture? Just Amazon?
I think it's johngoblikon.com.
Well, anyway.
Yeah, if you go to johngoblikon.
No, I was really trying to get you a spike. Anyway, I'm so sorry that you only called because you thought something was the matter.
No, something was the matter. Something was the matter in Rick's mind, and then it was nothing, Moshe, just like it is. It's nothing, right?
Listen, I love you guys both in separate ways. Obviously, it's much more erotic with you and me, John, and much more like just sort of cultural with you and me, Rick.
Yeah, a little erotic, but more cultural.
More cultural, somewhat erotic. But the truth is, I love my daughter most of all, and she's literally screaming "Daddy" right now, and I feel like
that's interesting because that's what John said that Natasha was calling him.
We gotta go. He's gotta go.
Listen, when I said it, I knew what was coming, Rick.
Because you're an intellectual.
We're from the same culture.
It's culture. That's what I was going to say.
And it's alpha culture, is what it is.
I love you, and I will see you girls tonight.
I love you too, Daddy.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Daddy.
Wow, we should do a podcast with you, me, and Moshe, and call it "Shaq Looks Like Kanye."
Let's do it.
Okay.
Good Friends just got canceled. I just got a text from my PR department. They said, Rick's podcast came out, and everyone thinks you're like a weird dog fucking pedo.
Yeah. I mean, you really couldn't even fake it. I mean, I gave you a couple of options to get out.
I mean, I was told there'd be some landmines I'd have to step over, but
who told you that? This is not what that this podcast is. You openly said you wanted to fuck my dog. I wasn't trying to trick you into anything. Watch.
Is it Moshe?
Your daughter changed your mind?
Yeah, no, listen, I realized I forgot to say something really important. That you can check out all my live upcoming dates at moshekasher.com. Coming to a city near you. Come get a ticket and see a real master at work.
Wow. Well,
anyway, that's it.
That sounds really exciting. Well, we'll make sure to put up all your dates right here.
This is amazing. Call anytime.
Okay. Well, maybe would you giving a little attention to your daughter? All right. Take care, though.
Bye-bye.
Love you.
Now that's how you plug a date.
Actually,
I know.
That's how I plug.
I know.
Yeah.
You have a dirty mind, Gobble. You have a dirty mind.
Oh, you thought I meant I was talking about my car. That's how I get it.
You mean the trunk? I know what you're saying.
Okay.
What kind of porn do you watch?
What kind of porn do I watch?
Yeah.
It's a little personal, Rick.
What kind of porn do you watch, please?
Thank you. I'll just go into the search bar and I'll just kind of start, naming things based on how I'm feeling.
What did you do most recently?
You're a big piece of shit, John.
You get off on people being mean to you. Oh, wait, I'm confused.
What?
How do you masturbate?
Rick, I mean, I got to be honest. I'm a little uncomfortable. I was told this is like a comedy podcast. We're going to be doing some improv and stuff. You know what I mean?
I know why people say that sometimes because I'm a comedian. I have a lot of comedians on. I look at this podcast as a funny podcast, but not a comedy podcast. This is not a comedy podcast. And I've said that on other podcasts. It's not a comedy podcast.
It's like a Like it's like a sex hotline podcast.
No, it's capturing a moment in time with me and a guest.
Oh.
All it is. And oftentimes we're funny. Not always.
Yeah, I would say not usually, yeah.
But you said you've never watched. You didn't do any research. How do you know that?
I'm just talking about this one, Rick.
Oh, no, I don't think that this is interesting.
Is it?
I have a podcast where our mascot is a goblin, but I'm talking to an adult goblin, and I'm curious on what is my goblin going to become? What is he going to turn into? How is he going to be?
You're not asking me what the goblin's going to become. You're asking me, how do I come? And that's my issue.
Well, where do you think goblins come from? The ocean, right? The swamps? That's because of the goblin cum is life water.
Do not disrespect the 818 like that, okay, Rick?
818?
Yeah. The Valley.
But you're from, Resita's 818?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure it is. It better be.
Otherwise, that Oprah joke's going to bomb.
That Oprah joke, they're going to be like, it's actually called the O Network. John, it's called the O Network. It's formerly Oxygen, though.
I believe you. I just didn't know that.
I auditioned.
And fact check that.
Yeah. I'm currently shopping my comedy special out to different places, and Oxygen was one of the ones that we got very good feedback from.
Oh, you do stand-up. You didn't know I did stand-up, and I didn't know you did stand-up.
I don't do stand-up. No, I just got a comedy special.
What are you going to make? Like a sketch?
I don't know. They called me, and they're like, we're just going to give you a special. We're giving them out now. So they called me, and they said, you get a special.
They just offered it to you?
They offered me a special. Yeah, they said, you get a comedy special. Then they started setting me up with meetings with like Quibi, Peloton.
I thought I was going on the Oxygen Network.
Chick-fil-A's doing content now. Yeah, Oxygen reached out as well. I mean, I think that's who I'm going to go with.
You're saying KFC, Taco Bell, did you say?
No, it was Chick-fil-A. They're doing content.
Chick-fil-A's doing content to be...
not on Sundays, though. They would air it 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
TikTok.
Yep.
Quibi. And the Oxygen Network.
And Peloton. Yeah.
Go Oxygen Network, without a doubt.
That's what I'm trying to tell. Like, it just felt right. Like, they pursued me. And that's the thing. It's like, sometimes you get these meetings, and it's like, you feel like you're selling yourself to them.
Yeah, you're right.
And Oxygen was selling to me. I was like on the other side of the table, like, wait a minute, ladies.
What kind of things were they selling you on?
They were just like, hey, we'll pay you, money.
That's good.
Yeah.
Is Johannes managing that?
Yeah, he said he's closing the deal right now. I just texted him. So the deal's closed. He said, doesn't look too promising, not a lot.
How much did they say that you're going to get?
I think he said like $6.99 or something.
I think there's a leak in the boat.
You keep saying that, Rick. There's definitely a leak in the podcast studio, which I've asked Johannes to fix, and he won't. He can't. Doesn't know how to fix it.
What's the leak? Where's it coming from?
Like right above.
Huh. That's annoying.
Yeah, there's a big pipe, and I hit the pipe a bunch, and then it started leaking.
Got it. So, and has that happened before, and he's fixed it, and it's happened again?
Yeah, it's like he says he fixes it, but every time I hit it,
right,
it's leaking again.
Oh, Goblin.
Yeah.
You're a bit of a mess.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
You're a bit of a mess.
I'm a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard that before, yeah. But you've got it together, Rick.
Listen, I know it may seem like I've got it together from the outside, but from the inside, every now and then I get feelings of loneliness and being overwhelmed and anxiety.
You have anxiety?
Yes. Before we go off too far, I really want to hear what you're planning on doing for your comedy special for the Oxygen Network.
Oh, I think we're just gonna hire some ghostwriters.
Is that a pun? Are you making like a scary thing where there's ghostwriters, or are you saying you're gonna have somebody else write this for you?
Oh, you're back on the ghost thing. No, I'm not talking about like ghosts and haunting. And
I didn't know
like
what you meant. I thought you. Yeah.
Ghostwriters, dead writers.
So yes, ghosts. Got it. Go on.
I'm going to hire a couple of them, have them like write material or whatever based on other people's material.
But how long ago did these people die?
I mean, I want the good ones, so probably a while ago.
Right. So how are they going to be able to comment on other comedy specials when they died before other comedy specials happened?
I'm going to get a medium.
A medium?
Yeah.
So you're going to like have the medium.
It's in between large and small.
Oh, wait. Then what does that have to do with the ghost knowing what comedy specials are coming out?
I'm talking about my merch, Rick.
But I'm saying if you're hiring ghost writers from the 1500s, from
Yes.
the 1400s,
Yeah.
and they're going to copy jokes from comedians that came out in the past 60, 70 years, they will not have been alive then. They won't know how to reference those things.
No, I want jokes from that time period. Like, take my wife. No, take her. She's a witch. You know, stuff like that, like big hitting jokes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually think there's something in this.
I think it's going to be funny.
Are you going to credit them? Or are you just going to say they were there?
No, you don't have to credit writers.
Ay.
Do you credit who writes all your jokes you've been doing now?
I don't have any writers other than
I know,
me.
and you don't have any jokes. That's what I'm saying. It's like, we don't have to, Rick. Or this is the fence.
Yeah, but no, Tim makes the noise and Wilson is behind the fence.
The guy in the fence with the hat, he would always go, You know? And then he'd go, and he remember when he had the fence and he'd pick up and he'd go, did I do that?
Mm-hmm.
You remember when he said that?
That's Steve Urkel from Family Matters.
Is that his name? I don't
Maybe,
think that
maybe you
character-
think this looks like him. Everybody, the Goblin thought this was Kanye West, and I get how it looks like him a little bit, but he was sure it was Kanye West, and it's not. It's Shaq Diesel, my boy Shaq.
Did he give you that?
Mm-hmm.
He made that for you.
Yeah.
Shaq.
Yep.
Really?
He's making dolls now.
He's one of my favorite actors.
He is so good. Oh, because in Kazam, the guy that wanted to eat an eyeball, I bet goblins eat eyeballs.
We'll have an eyeball, sure. Why? You've never chewed on an eyeball?
Not by choice.
Got any cheese?
Wilson. Urkel.
Wilson. So, have you met Shaquille O'Neal? Have you had him on your podcast? Because I would love to have Shaq on my podcast.
I have.
I love him.
Well, I haven't had him on, no, but I have like implemented a plan to get him on.
I always thought, you know, there's that app that you could listen to songs.
Shazam?
Yeah, I always thought they should make one. Kazam. It's just Shaq.
What are you saying?
Make the app be Shaq's voice.
There isn't a voice.
Shaq doesn't have a voice?
No, Shazam doesn't have a voice. Shazam just listens to a song and then tells you what the song is. It doesn't speak to you.
Yes, it would be better if it did, Rick.
Okay, so you're saying give it a voice and have it be Shaq's voice.
Yeah.
And call it Kazam.
Kazam.
I think the fact that Shazam, the company, doesn't do that at least like every whatever month Kazam came out.
I'm just like,
I have to imagine Kazam came out in a July or August. When did Kazam come out?
Kazam was released on July 17th, 19...
See, but that voice, if it was Shaq, it'd be better.
What did that sound like?
Well, if you're like listening to a song, you know, like, you're now listening to Fleet Foxes. Right? That'd be pretty good.
Listening to what?
I don't know, Fleet Foxes or something. You know, that's what always is playing at the grocery store every time
every time you Shazam, it's Fleet Foxes. It seems like you probably like Fleet Foxes and you should look into them.
No, this just happens to be what's at the grocery store I'm investing in when I'm walking around buying things.
But they play lots of songs. If you're always pressing Shazam to that, it's because you like that sound.
I like metal, dude. I'm not going to listen to, you know, Fleet Foxes and, you know, that kind of stuff, you know.
All right.
I don't just go home and, you know, turn off all the lights and put on Tegan and Sarah. You know what I mean? It's like, I listen to metal, dude. I'm a metal dude. Come
What's
on,
Tegan
bro.
and Sarah? I haven't even heard of that.
What do you never heard Tegan and Sarah? I mean, me either, dude. What are you talking about? Like, yeah, dude, no way. Metal, bro. I listen to only metal.
Okay.
I'm in a metal band, and that's what I listen to.
Who's Tegan and Sarah?
I don't know.
Well, you brought them up.
I don't know. Ask Shaq.
I would love to if I had the opportunity. I like Shaq so much because he's always like, I gave him money. I gave him money because it's like, I don't care. I got the money. I'm lucky. I got the money. And then like he'll go into a store and then there's a guy who's buying a wedding ring, and it's like $6,000, and I don't remember the story, but I feel like the way it's been like sold to us is the guy's like, please, you have to let me just put it on consignment. You can't sell it. This ring's important. We accidentally pawned it off, and this is our great grandmother's ring. I need it. That'll be $5 million. And he's like, oh, please, I'll do anything. And then Shaq comes in and goes, I'll buy it. You want to get that ring? I'll buy it for you. And it's like, Shaq. Shaq goes into stores. He's like, hey, little buddy, you want this bike? And the dad's like, well, you don't really want to. No, it's okay. I'm going to buy him the bike. Well, we're trying to get him to earn his allowance. I'm buying him the bike. When I was a kid, I didn't have anybody buy me a bike. Or I did. I don't know.
Do you remember when Shaq walked into that high-end coffee shop? And he was just like, oh.
Are you saying Kelly Clarkson?
No,
You think Kelly Clarkson's Shaq?
I can't do it.
Wait, is it so funny that you can't get it out?
I can't do a vocal run in Shaq's register.
Oh, so you are thinking of Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, is that who did it? I thought that was Shaq.
Wait a minute. You think Shaq looks like Kanye West and Kelly Clarkson? Holy shit. Kanye West, Kelly Clarkson collab.
Triangle.
Okay. Phil Jackson. I have to go pee. Do you mind?
Go for it.
Hey, buddy. For what it's worth, Alvin loves you. I was concerned when you first came in if he was going to be scared, but not. So I was just messing around. I know that you love doggies, and I was just playing around with the entrapment. I know that you aren't interested in him that way. So I just want to say, I want to just come clean and say, we really like you, right? Yeah, we really like you.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh, look at him. Look at him.
Oh, he smells so good, too. I love the smell of this doggy. What smells do you like?
I like the smell of Southwestern egg rolls when they hit your table, or the sizzling of a fajita. As it
You
comes
love Southwest.
I love the Southwest, yeah.
Do you watch Breaking Bad?
You know what? It came up on my podcast the other day. They were like trying to describe a car. And everyone kept saying this one type of car.
That keeps breaking down bad? Or is that what you're talking about?
No, it was a car in Breaking Bad. I didn't know what the car was. They said I had to watch all of the seasons of Breaking Bad in order just to know what a car is.
You know what a car is?
The kind of car it was. I don't know what kind of car it was.
Which car?
I don't know. You tell me. Have you seen Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm rewatching it for the third time.
You are.
The Charger that they get Walt Jr.?
I wouldn't be able to tell you. It's see, you don't even know. I'll go back to them and I'll see.
El Camino? The Breaking Bad movie?
El Camino.
Yeah, that was the movie that came out after the series.
El Camino.
Yeah.
El Camino.
The Camino.
The Camino.
Yeah.
And that is?
For damn sure.
Oh. Would you recommend buying an El Camino?
You know, I think that if your budget allows for it, you should buy what makes you happy as long as it isn't degenerative and doesn't, like hurt anybody else. Now, of course, you could talk about what like fossil fuels are doing to the world, but that might actually be good for you because there'd be more swamps with maybe methane and hydrogen swamps. Because it's real cold.
I don't live by a swamp.
You were born from a swamp.
I was born from a swamp.
Yes.
Wow.
I don't mean any
Do you
disrespect.
even know what you're saying, Rick?
Have you seen Star Wars?
Yeah.
Which one? A New Hope?
No.
Phantom Menace?
Yeah. Is that the one with Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah, so you saw the ones that came out in like the early 2000s.
The good ones. The good ones.
So you're more into Jar Jar Binks than Yoda.
Oh, he's the best. Isn't he funny? That's the best Star Wars character's ever been.
I do think Jar Jar Binks got a bad rap because when that movie came out, everyone loved Jar Jar Binks, and then everyone was like, "Oh, he's racist or some shit," and then it's like Jar Jar Binks got canceled before most. He was one of the first celebrities in Hollywood to get canceled, of modern day.
Yeah, and that's why his tour is blown up.
What is he doing now?
No, he's got a podcast. He's got stand up.
No shit.
Yeah.
Jar Jar Binks is doing stand up.
Yes.
Let me look up the name of his special. Misa Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
What is that on? I saw the poster. It doesn't say where you could watch it.
Peloton.
No shit. Now
Yeah.
I know why you were considering Peloton.
Yeah.
Did it do well?
It did okay. I think for them it did, yeah.
What was the slogan?
For the Jar Jar Binks Peloton thing? Oh, that one?
Yeah.
You mean the slogan for Jar Jar Binks?
For Peloton. What was the slogan for his special?
Oh.
The special Misa Jar Jar Binks. What was the slogan?
Hey. Hold on. Whoa.
Do you just not know?
I really don't, but he winked at me.
He likes you.
Oh, good.
Misa Jar Jar Binks. Put the pedal to the metal. This one's on the road.
Oh, okay. That an El Camino kind of slogan.
Could be. Ooh, but I think they were talking more pedals like the Peloton, like the pedals.
Okay. You wanted a Peloton slogan.
Not what I want. I was just curious if you knew what it was.
No, I did. I didn't
either. Until I didn't even know he had a special.
No, but I'm just happy for Jar Jar that after getting canceled, he's able to go on the road.
That's amazing. Yeah,
make so much money and have a podcast and stuff. Because I feel like a lot of canceled comedians' voices, once they get
need
canceled,
a platform.
Yeah, they need a platform,
Absolutely.
and they get the platform. So
Absolutely,
that's the good thing.
And then there's a whole bunch of people out there that are like love listening to these people, like be shitty to women, and then they're like, yeah.
That's what they do.
There's a lot of podcasts out there that are about how to be an alpha male and how to be shitty to women.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you something. As an adult, it's like silly to me because how pathetic these people are. But there's young people coming up who are really looking up to these people, and that's why it's kind of like you can't drown out those voices unless you have a lot of cum. So what you can do is make sure you have loud voices of advocates of women. I am an advocate of women. And let me tell you what I mean by that. I don't think that women should be told by the government what to do with their bodies. Like the government is trying to tell women to like make their titties bigger and stuff. And I foolishly, when I was younger, voted for that. And I'm not ashamed to admit that I've changed as an adult. I'm almost 30. And I think that women should only make their tits bigger if they want.
Yeah.
And I really value the way a titty feels more than the way a titty looks now. And not just feels in my hands and my mouth when I suck them. I also mean feels on her and how her back feels carrying those tits. Will you talk on that for a little bit?
You ever been to Trader Joe's?
Yes.
Yeah. Talk about that. What's your favorite thing at Trader Joe's?
They have these ice cream sandwiches in the freezer section.
Yeah.
That when women walk up to them, their nipples get hard.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
My favorite part about Trader Joe's.
Jar Jar likey. What's your favorite part?
I like how nice the cashiers are.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, you're buying stock in the company. It's like, by the time you get there, they got to be nice to you. You know what I mean? That's why they're so nice to you.
Okay. Have you ever been to any place where you bought stock in their products and they were not super nice to you?
Best Buy. Yeah.
So why are the Best Buy cashiers not as nice as the Trader Joe's cashiers if it's just based on you buying stock?
I don't know. I thought it was because their company's making fun of them.
Making fun of who?
The Best Buy guys. They're called Geek Squad. It was like, that was kind of mean.
Those aren't the cashiers. Those are the tech guys. I'm talking the cashiers when you check out, when you're buying a PlayStation 2.
I can afford that.
Even now?
No, I see, I go, if I'm ever at Best Buy, it's at the Geek Squad.
Getting something fixed?
Yeah, like this flip phone's on the fritz, you know? It was playing Snake, and now the Snake broke in two, you know? Now it's like Slugs or something, you know, something else. It's a different game now.
Did they help you?
No.
They're mean.
They're mean.
Have you asked the people at Trader Joe's to help you?
Well,
I bet you they would.
I bet they would. I just bought like 5 pieces of stock from them.
What did you buy?
Beef jerky. Slim Jims. But they call them something different there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Call them Slim Joes.
Trader Joe's. Do they really call them Slim Joes?
Slim Joes.
Brilliant.
Hey, Johannes. Okay, Rick's kind of like sleepy right now because he took an edible. But I really need you to go ahead and fast track a shirt for me. It's called Slim Joe's. Okay, and on the back it says, "Get rid of Trader Joe's." You know, it's kind of like our thing. You know what I mean? And but on the front it says Slim Joe's. It's like Slim Jim, but it's like Trader Joe's. Hello, Johannes. Phone's not working anymore. I got to take it to the Geek Squad.
I used to work at a Best Buy.
Did you?
Yeah. Did you? Did you have any jobs when you were a teenager that you worked that was tough, to like because you were a goblin, and any jobs where they were welcoming and they didn't even acknowledge it?
Well, let's see. I've been working at the life insurance agency for pretty much my entire career, so I've just been trying to work my way up. You know.
So, how did you earn allowance as a kid? Were you working at the life insurance?
What do you mean? What's a years? What's that word?
When you were younger, like 20 years ago, when your birth certificate said that you were 10.
Sure.
You were selling life insurance then?
No.
What did you do for money?
I didn't have money. What do you mean money? You don't give kids money. How do you get money as a kid? What are you talking about?
You didn't. Did you ever have to sell like magazines or anything?
Magazines. There's a good business.
What were you like as a kid? I just can't picture everything I'm asking. You keep saying that's not the case. What did it look like? Did you play with other kids?
I mean, a few that didn't bully me, you know, and didn't make fun of me. It was hard, Rick.
Right. You probably were homeschooled.
I developed late. You know, I was a late bloomer, you know.
Did you have any kids that were mean to you that later on apologized?
No, they don't ever apologize. No, they become my boss, Brad. Yeah.
You work for the real estate insurance company.
Life insurance
company, and all the people that work there that are above you were your bullies when you were a kid?
It's Reseda, man. It's a small town. You know, it's kind of only a few places to go.
What about the music?
The music came late. I lucked into that. You know, I just happened to be at a club seeing a band that happened to write all their songs about goblins.
Perfect.
And the director was there, and he was like, "Hey, kid, you got it."
Kind of like when I booked that role to play Harold Ramis, just because I kind of looked like Harold Ramis.
Yes. Yes.
And
you were so good in that, by the way.
Thank you.
That's incredible that you won that.
Thank you.
For that award. For that performance.
I knew what you meant.
No, yeah. You gave me the benefit of the oxygen.
Do you think that you would ever want to go to Disneyland with me?
I would love to go to Disneyland. What do you like to do at Disneyland, Rick?
I was just there for Halloween.
I kind of like that you went to Disney on Halloween. What's that like?
You'd be surprised how not relatively busy it was. I thought it would be really like, because of all the people doing the things. There were people in costumes. It wasn't that busy.
That's like their thing is like they make employees dress up in costumes. And people think that.
But the customers.
No, it's Mickey Mouse. It's not a guy in a costume. It is Mickey.
Oh, no, I know Mickey's there.
Yeah,
I'm saying there were people dressed up, like humans dressed up as stuff. Mickey was there too.
No, but it is actually them. I just want to be clear, like that's them. Like I've been there, and it's definitely Donald Duck. It's not a guy in a costume. That's Donald Duck.
I'm not talking about the Disney characters, though.
Oh, okay.
Like, I got a picture with Goofy.
Yeah.
I'm saying humans would go there and pretend
and to pretend to be.
Do you find that disrespectful? Is that cultural appropriation when people dress up as a goblin?
Yeah, I've been on record. I'm sure people are tired of hearing me talk about that, but yeah, it's.
My audience might not know that stuff, and I don't, and they probably do. I'm sure a lot of them are fans of yours.
No, I'm sure a lot of your fans are already fans of mine. I'm sure
all
your fans are fans of mine.
Oh, awesome. Well, then could you just tell me, and sorry, everybody, this one's for me. You guys probably already know the answer to this, but what do you feel about when you see people dressing up like a goblin?
Well, I mean, like I said, like if you just like walked into a room and someone was dressing like a human that wasn't a human.
You're dressing like a human.
I'm dressing like a human. What do you mean? I'm dressing like a human.
You're dressing like somebody who sells life insurance.
I'm not doing peach face, though.
I'm just talking about your outfit, but I understand. You're saying dressing as in specifically making themselves green.
Oh, so you think you guys created clothes and the look?
Shirt and tie like that, that's very human.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, humans wear it a lot, but other people do too. Like, okay, when you were at Disney, you were like, hey, Mickey, what are you doing wearing that human, jacket and those human red pants and stuff?
Yeah, mice traditionally do not wear those. That is a human thing because they're there to an amusement park to amuse the humans. And by giving them something that makes them look more human, Walt Disney drew those pants on him, gave him the idea.
Like, what about, Goofy's hat?
You ever see a dog wear a hat where a human didn't put the hat on him?
Goofy's a dog?
Yeah. Goofy and Pluto. Pluto's one of those dogs that's a little, Goofy at least gets it. You ever wonder why Goofy was so with it and Pluto was just an animal?
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, he's a dog? Because Pluto's a dog. Pluto's like walking around on all fours.
Yeah. Pluto's not wearing a hat.
Yeah.
Because they're not like a human.
Right.
Goofy does, because he is.
Goofy sounds like he subscribes to the podcast of a canceled comedian.
When do you want to go to Disney?
I would love to go to Disney with you right now.
Oh my gosh. And then we cut to like in Family Matters when they go to Disney World for 2 episodes. And we cut to that. Imagine, dude, that had the budget to do that kind of stuff. I would love to bring some pet cameras over there.
The hair's going and we're just like feeding each other popcorn. And
a montage that's 3 minutes and then we come back.
Yeah.
That's...
I can't get on a ride because I'm not tall enough, and you're like, sorry, I got to go on this one by myself.
And then I go on it and it just shows you holding all my stuff.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. This is the thing. When people are like, if I had $1 billion, I would just buy a boat. Yeah, sure. And on that boat, what are you going to film?
Yeah.
And are you going to do stuff where you cut to Disneyland?
That's what I would say.
Now that's a bumper sticker.
Yeah. But on that boat, is it leaking?
That boat can't be a leaky boat
Why?
because if you had a leaky boat, like what Johannes is,
yes,
then you wouldn't have had enough money to get to that boat. So that boat is, by design, you stopping the leaks. You don't just start with a big boat. You start with a small boat. Then your boats get bigger over time. Eventually you get to this big boat, but you can't get to the big boat if the small boat has been leaking.
All right. Yeah, I see it now. I had to hear it like that to get it. I'm an audiobook learner.
ABL?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I like the first one.
Yes. I was just playing with that one.
We could just use the first one.
No, that one was for me.
Oh.
You always do one for you.
If you're working with collaborative people, not every time you get that option. You don't always get to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I mean, for all Johannes' faults, and there's a lot, could fill up a boat. For all his faults, he does let me play around with whatever I want.
Hey, at the end of the day, how are you going to know what to express to other people if you haven't learned how to do it to yourself? That's why they say you should learn to masturbate before you make love to somebody.
Literally everything you just said is on a bumper sticker on my car right now. Can we cut to that bumper sticker?
Pretty
Right
late in the
now?
episode to add to
Yeah. Okay. No.
we'll do it. Listen, if we have time.
If we have time. Okay. And we don't. We don't have the time, Rick.
Listen,
We're having a time.
I have a show at the Comedy Store. It starts in 15 minutes. I'm on in a half hour.
Oh, perfect.
I
You're
don't
gonna
want
be great,
to. I
Rick.
don't want to stop doing this.
I'll drive you there.
No.
No, I'm going to drive you there.
Okay.
We're going to go.
But your car is in Reseda.
Oh, that's right.
I have to drive you home, don't I?
I flew here. That's why these guys are exhausted.
Okay. Well, that's my joke.
You know what I mean?
But it's
Rick,
actually not my joke. It
That's
was
why-
originally, you know, the Barry Myers tired. A lot of people don't know this. Was originally Eddie Murphy in Delirious.
Who was?
Barry Myers tired. He didn't say it, but in Delirious, he flew in to do it, and there's not enough time. It's a very interesting story about Eddie Murphy.
Is he alive?
Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to hire him.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I was like, that's funny. He should write for me. My next special.
You could get Richard Pryor.
Really? Is he available?
I don't know if you have access to that stuff.
I'll ask. You can always. Here's the thing, Rick.
But don't you want people from the 1500s?
Yeah. Who's
He's
Richard
not
Pryor?
from that. Yeah, he's not from the 1500s.
That sounds like a 1500s name for the Pryors. I'm sure. Yeah.
I mean, prior to the 1600s, you're thinking.
Yes.
But no, it's a different. He's a comedian that was from Superman 3.
Oh, yeah. That
And the
guy.
movie Toys. Yeah.
With Willy Wonka. And did that movie with Willy Wonka?
I have to go. But listen.
All right.
You know, I'm a bit stoned and I'm a bit low energy because I was at Disneyland all day and did over 20,000 steps and about half as many corn dogs. But I would love to do this again with you. Now, if your producers want to pay my rate, I'll be happy to come on your podcast. I would also love to have you back here, part of the Take Your Shoes Off universe, whenever you want. Maybe we could have you with some other people. But I really had a nice time talking to you. And as upset as I am that I wasn't able to talk to my goblin, I'll do it later. It was really nice to meet you.
It was really nice to meet you, Rick.
What do you want to plug anything? Do you have shows that are coming up?
Yeah, I have my special.
On the Oxygen Network. When does it come out?
Well, it's called the Oprah Network now.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's called what's the Oxygen Network?
I thought that's what you were
I
saying
never
this
said
whole time.
that. Some idiot probably said that.
Wait a minute.
No, it was called Oxygen, right? It was called Oxygen. Is that Oprah's network? I thought so.
Yeah, so I got that comedy special. Obviously, my podcast right now with John Goblikon, which I'd love to have you on, Rick. I really would. I would say most of the comments.
Andrew Santino,
Pete Holmes,
Moshe Kasher,
Rod Funches, Leah Kilpatrick, and David Desmolchian. We got Chloe Radcliffe coming, and we
That's
have
Harry Potter's sister?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. And we have a very special music guest.
You got Shaq?
O'Neal, baby.
You got Shaquille O'Neal?
No, sorry. I'm thinking of Kanye West. We got Kanye West.
This guy, right?
Yeah.
That's Shaq. That's Shaq.
And then also, we just dropped new merch. So you'll buy that because...
Bumpersticker.goblin?
Yeah. Bumpersticker. JohnGoblikon.com. I guess all proceeds go to Johannes. That's what he said. So, yep. And then also, hey, if you need a goblin to brighten up your day, I'll do a special shout out on Cameo.
How much?
$7.
Wait a minute. Is that where you made the $7? Have you done one cameo?
Well, the Cameo, Johannes said to make the, what are they called? Margarines? To make good margarines, he has it up to like $60 or something like that. And then, yeah, I end up getting like
1.12%.
Yeah.
11.2%.
Yeah.
I don't know. Put up the real number.
Yeah. So yeah, those are all my things, man. Do you have anything? Now, normally on my podcast at the end, I have the guests plug my stuff. So do you want me to plug?